It's the Caleb
Spell Swindle's fucked up in this format. Like 5-mana mana drain is very, very good. Shieldred's impressed me from my opponents, and we all know that Maelstrom Wander is great. That's how I got my first trophy today. You would take a Signet here? No. I mean, I like a Signet, but not over Maelstrom Wander. I could see taking Spell Swindle over Wander. Potentially correct. Yeah, I like these 3 cards. Not that I have colors. I'm a little bit more excited about ramping into them. Dismiss is okay. Flooded Strand is okay. One of the things about the Cascade deck is you don't want just like mono air. You want some of your ramp to like actually be gas too. Halana's really good. Let's draft Halana. Hey, the Bimp thinks the $4.20. Ooh. I think this might be a spot for Genesis Ultimatum. Growth Spiral and Titan are both D's too. As a letter carrier, you're always psyched. You're always psyched to deliver magic cards. I can see that for sure. Little Tireless Tracker action. There's a Bloodbraid Elf here too. Note that the Cascade cards don't actually work well with Genesis Ultimatum. So maybe Tireless Tracker is better than Bloodbraid in this spot. Ignite the Future is a lot better than it looks. The last time I drafted this deck, I splashed for Torsten and ended up being pretty good. It's a great fucking card, Could certainly be the pick here, too. We got a Vexing Bauble. Not a bad little playable there. I think I accidentally ended up with 5 Vexing Baubles. But that's not the worst problem to have. Card's gonna be good for a long time, Yeah, I'm just gonna take a Taiga here. Alright, we got a song request here from Bimp, who says that this goes weirdly hard for a Mario song. Yeah, card number 2, also Vexing Bauble. Super Mario Galaxy. Nice. Some cards from that modern deck. 4 Utopia Sprawls. And some Weather the Storms that I may or may not play. I think Weather the Storm is like mostly for burn. This is a ramp deck in question. Yeah, I think Weather the Storm is mostly for burn, but I like kind of wonder if it could be good against the mono red Storm deck. If they're trying to kill you with Grape Shot and you just like sit there and watch them combo for a billion times for forever, and then you Weather the Storm in response. And now they need to Grape Shot you like 3 more times. Could be real. Like, I wonder at a certain point if they have enough cards in their deck. I kind of regret not taking the counterspell pack 1 pick 1, and then this would have been a great spot for that Villainous Wealth. This will be a good deck though. Cascade and Villainous Wealth do not pair well together. Same with Genesis Ultimatum, right? Different kinds of ramp decks. Let's see here. Got one more card package. Are these the talismans I need? I'm gonna grab Vorinclex out of this pack. That's a really good Cascade hit. Just a good card. And it dicks up opposing Planeswalkers. Plays really well with your Planeswalkers. And it's really good with Halana here, right? Ah, the last Prismatic Vista I needed. Very cool. I didn't really get to do anything with Calamity that last draft. I don't know if that means I should go for it or assume that it's too hard to get together. There are no duplicates in this cube. Doubling Season and Vorinclex. Maybe there's something there, Both Doubling Season and Vorinclex let you ult a Planeswalker immediately. This song does go hard for a Mario song. Very cool. Ballista's cute with Lana and Vorn clicks and doubling season. Let's just do that, huh? It's a bad cascade hit, but that's okay. And it's not great off of Genesis. Or maybe I want the Sylvala. Yeah, this card's fucked up, actually. I'll just throw these cards on the door real quick. Yeah, just some text so I don't spill beer on them on accident. If I'd gone for the white splash earlier, we'd have this buried in the garden, which would be pretty solid. Considering Kugla, considering the Storm-Carved Coast, considering Steve, let's give him some duels. Genesis is pretty color-heavy, huh? What's the ult on this? For each other non-land permanent you control, get a token that's a copy. That's actually kind of sick, right? With doubling season. There's an extra turn effect here, though. Hard to pass those. Especially for a fucking Oko. No ult on Ugin. Fight rigging gives 1/1 counters. Pairs kind of well here. Yeah, Mythos is good with doubling season. Think about fight rigging because it works with both here. And sort of tutoring. Yeah, the double black on Nicol Bolas is a bit of an issue. But maybe that's his coward speak. I wish I'd taken that chromatic lantern, huh? I think I've got a black signet here. Have I ever gotten a Cascade into Maelstrom Wander? I certainly have. Wild how fast this became a doubling season deck, huh? Thinking about Bloom Tender. Maybe Prismatic Lens is where it's at. I've been really impressed with Noxious Gearhulk. Is another permanent for Genesis Wave. Or not Genesis Wave, but Genesis Ultimatum. Not a bad card to copy either. Yarok's interesting. I'm just gonna take this Vinestock. Ballista Wield. The Legacy Cascade deck does play Maelstrom Wanderer, yeah. Gotta give that Emrakul a little haste, right? Mostly like the mana base, but I do need to make double black a little bit more consistent, right? Good chance we cut Sorin. No Minsk in this cube, correct? Again, I don't think powerful is a great word. Efficient. Efficient is the word I would use. Very few wildly efficient cards in the cube. But the cube is stuffed with powerful cards and powerful interactions. Like, if you ask a Legacy player, which is more powerful between Doubling Season and Minsk and Boo, you're going to get a wildly different answer than if you ask a Commander player, right? I don't actually play Commander. I don't know if that analogy holds, but hopefully you see what I'm getting at. Binding's kind of sick. We're 4 colors. This Felwar Stone's probably pretty good. Sabaya Epiphany is pretty great. Minsk and Boo are really good in Commander. They're better than Doubling Season. Because that's the comparison. I was under the impression that Doubling Season was real good. I should just have Call Forth a Tempest. I've seen Call Forth Wheel a few times. I do like that Binding is disruption that ramps me, though. Oh, can it be awkward sometimes with Born clicks, the counters? Or does it trigger all of them? Bloodstained Mire here. Every time I see Mirari's Wake, I want to draft it. Jacob's really good. I had a deck the other day where I kept on exiling Beacon of Tomorrows with it, so I'd flip it, get to cast Beacon of Tomorrows for free, and then untap and start getting free triggers immediately. It was really strong. I'm just going to take Trop here. Too slow is a wild comment to me for Commander. Because everyone's playing at different power levels. This Kinnon's pretty good, right? Oh, there's a Pluto Delta there too. How are we doing on playables? Pretty well. Yeah, let's take the Delta. Cascade Stip. We did one of those big titty, and it was fun. Kinnon's insane in this deck? Yeah. I mean, I fucking considered it, friend. I don't know what you want from me. So many insane cards here. You want me to pick it? How about we do what I want? We just time you out. Try again later, friend. Think about Haunted Ridge, Bramble Familiar. I'm a little bit worried about actually getting the Great Henge down. We don't have that many big chonkers, but it does spread 1/1 counters. I guess I'll try it. I had the most frustrating time against an opponent ephemerating Crab Abomination the other day. Or earlier today. They just like played all of the combos that were in my deck and beat me with them. I was like, okay. Think about this fucking leveler. I don't have a big score either. I need like one more playable. Thinking about Bit Blast. It's like probably just gonna give me a mana rock here though, right? Kind of got a lot of comes to play tap lands, but that's okay. A little awkward with the doublers because it can't ult immediately like a lot of the other walkers. So I'm just gonna grab Jacob. Jacob's pretty good. Oh, wow, the Kinnon wield. That never happens. You gotta take it immediately. Every card a viewer might want you to take, you gotta take on the spot. Which makes drafting very hard. Very difficult to satisfy every viewer's desires. Wouldn't work very well. Also note that we passed plenty of signets and still ended up with 4 of them. There's so many 2-mana accelerants in this cube, especially if you're in your green. There's a lot of mana dorks that are like just as good as signets. Don't actually have to value them that highly. How does Vorinclex and Saga work again? It just like skips through, right? Do you still get to destroy a permanent? 1+2 at the same time. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I remembered it was weird, but I wanted to double check. I guess this is a deck. I kind of want to play the Ballista. It's really good with Lana and the doubling season, the Vorinclex. It's not a good Cascade, but how many Cascaders do we have? 2? Maybe I'll main deck Ballista over the Call Forth, because we have a bunch of other 8s, right? Maybe we don't need this many 8s. This one takes triple red. I'm a little bit worried about this Great Henge being a castable card. We'll see. It might be good here even if we're spending a lot of mana on it, though. Maybe it should be like a Kaleidoscorch or something. Quite a mana base? Yeah. Yeah, Bloodsightmare can get Taiga, and Delta can get the Trop. So it's like we have 10 green sources here. Only 8 blue sources. Would like more than that, especially with the Genesis. Oh, the Mire can get Steam Vents. 9 blue sources. Would still like more than that. Ten red. 10 red's a lot. I don't think we need a basic mountain in here. What's the last color? Black? Definitely gonna need some swamps in here, Yeah, only 6 black sources. We have a black fixer and some doubles. It's a little awkward that black doesn't tap for Genesis Ultimatum. That's why I was happy to grab like as many dual lands as I saw, right? Something like this. Where does that put me? That puts me on 9 black. Maybe I don't need 9 black. Maybe I do play with like 1 more green source and go to 11 green. What's the blue again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10's correct. All right, let's do this. That's 8 black. I think 8 black's enough. We don't need doubles until the 6+. The curve just matters so much. This hand's not very good, but I'm going to keep it. Hey, good morning, Chub Dab. I think this Oko might fix our mana pretty quickly. The issue there is then you're playing the Oko before the doubling season, and ideally you would do the inverse. Turn 1 looting, sure. Cube does a great job of enabling players to go big without going infinite. Right, Eric, yeah. None of that infinite shenanigans. Now what we really want here is an untapped land for this doubling season. So we can go doubling season into Oko. Come on, Dak. Nice. Opponent's giving me a little bit of time. Love that. Love that for me. Flame of Anor. Now I have to dodge a counter, huh? There's some 4-mana counters in this cube. Damn, no. Don't do that. I wonder if I should have baited with Tracker. I think if I had a land drop, I would have. Because then if the Tracker resolves, you're at least doing something. God, that Oko would have been sick. It would have entered the battlefield with 6 loyalty because of the doubling season. And then would have immediately -5'd it. And gotten 2 Gruul Signets and 2 more doubling seasons in play. And you can see why that would be helpful, right? Tracker's awesome with season, but you need to be able to play it, right? You need a land to trigger it. Kind of feels like they're holding up a counter here. I'm just going to Genesis Ultimatum. It's a lot of clues. I did choose one to keep. That's 10 clues. Well, a lot of clues. Caleb finally got a clue. I'm swimming in clues. I like how my Genesis Ultimatum hit 5 mana sources and it was awesome. Just like, yeah, hell yeah. Oh shit, what up? Hey JH James, thanks for the sub, thanks for 47 months. Love the magic of the music, love to hear it. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, when doubling season resolved, I might have gotten a little bit of a chub. That might have happened. Some of my very favorite games in this cube are all doubling season based, including making more mana than there are atoms in the universe. That's a fucking achievement. See Minsk and Boo do that. Ah. I think this deck might be good. The ideal that we're trying to do is like play Nicol Bolas and ult it immediately. Me and Sir Barrington should cosplay as Bonnie and Bo. I don't think I would make a good Ox. How did Moto do with that? So if you're trying to tap a land for more mana than there are atoms in the universe, Magic Online just doesn't give you any mana. It's just like, no, you get no mana. That's ridiculous. That's too much mana. And it works fine. It works perfectly. It was like never, it didn't slow down. It didn't come close to crashing. It's just like, yeah, that's too much. That's a ridiculous request. Get out of here. Yeah, I think there's a good chance that they set it at like 2,000 or something. Yeah, I thought Moto actually handled it really well. That's like not a realistic request, right? I want a binding something, but maybe I should just double signet here. I don't really want binding a clue token, right? Ho. Ha hoo. I was thinking about not playing Ken at all this turn. Like now it's a little exposed to removal. All right. I win! I win the match! I think next turn we were double spinning Kinnan. Not bad. Yeah, sometimes things just go poorly ASD. I mean, sometimes I break off too. That's all normal, right? Part of the game. I think we want this one grabbing. Steam vents. Maybe I'll wait on it. Maybe let's chill on it. Outside chance like our signets get blown up, right? By some shatter effects. And then we might want to save that Mire. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Zoopy Zoo, thanks for the sub, thanks for 66 months. I have a turn 4 Casualties War. Oh shit, what up? Dr. J Hero with the 57 months. Saying me watching the stream is me living the dream. Hey, cheers, Hero. Wild Sizzle, thanks to the sub, thanks to 81 months. Oh shit, what up? What is that? What is that? Yeah, bounty board. Oh, you put bounty counters on your creatures, and then when they die, you get to draw a card and gain 2 life. Oh no, the opponents. You put it on the opponent's creatures. That's more intuitive, I just misread it. Tap out for a planeswalker, an enchantment, and a creature. Yeah, right? I'd be happy with one of the 3. Wow, rude. I think I'm just discarding Mythos here. They're copying it? That's some rude shit. So to discard 2 cards? I think I'm bidding the leveler then, huh? Nice little 4 for 2. Would I rather cube or cube? Probably cube. Between those options. Pretty far away from leveler now, so it's an easy discard. You can always bring it back for value too, huh? I was hoping to at least get a creature with the casualties. I think I gotta pop the Palantir. Well, I'm sorry about that ultimate price. I'll get right on that. Only 1 blue for Jacob here. Right, Pigeon Spank, the fresh cookies. And you signed the paperwork, right? The unrelated paperwork that where you agree to be a test subject for experimental medical drugs. And agreed to some monitoring. It's standard boilerplate procedure for receiving fresh baked cookies. Everybody goes through it. Excellent. The 64-player drafts don't start until Wednesday, and it's in a very different cube. Those are all going to be Vintage Cube. And this is the Living the Dream Cube. But yeah, apparently there's not going to be a feeder league for the second week. So I have 3 invites to spread over 16 64-person drafts. And I will not be able to do any sweet vintage cubing this weekend like I was looking forward to. Still a little bummed about that. Still a little bummed. I'm short on mana for that, right? 6, 7. I have 7 mana. So close. So close to enough mana. It'd be so good. I guess I attack for 2. Am I liking this cube? Oh, this cube's always blast. Some real quality nonsense going on. I'm not miscounting, right? 6, 7, yeah, no. Yeah, we get to land this Nicol Bolas with a doubling season in play. We get to ult it immediately, which means that they have to snap, discard 7 cards, sacrifice 7 permanents. I don't know why I'm 3-3. Not sure. Doesn't seem like there's much of a rush, though, right? If someone didn't kill 2 of our signets, right? We would just be there. That was so brutal. Kill 2 signets and discard 2 cards. I'm kind of surprised we're still in this game. I guess the casualties was a nice 3-for-1. Hey, the Nerdster thanks to the sub, thanks to the 66 months. Arrived just in time to windmill slam Bolas. We'll see. We'll see about that. A little mana short currently. I think we need more than a land, folks. Lair Blast of Geniusing my 2-3. What's my best draw now? Maybe the Black-Green Saga, so I could blow up the Relic of Sauron and ramp a bit. Oh my god. Another 8-drop. Perfect. That's just perfect. Yoko would be sick. Bring me from 1 Celestial Signet to 3. Ow. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse my disgusting belching. How could any of y'all be watching me after all that? After that gross display. I'm gonna have to flog myself extra hard tonight. That is a hard card to beat. Knocks us down to 7, too. Not looking like one I get to win. And is this going to be the current deck on that list there? Sure. Genesis Ultimatum Mirror. So they just got a couple of lands, huh? The dragon's killed you a lot? I mean, it does that, right? It does that. It's a pretty good dragon. Okay, I think I figured it out. I think I know that what the sideboard plan is going to be here. This card might actually be fine. The issue is that they just don't have very many creatures. Hey, sup, Zoolander. Yeah, free Palestine. You think what wrong is that I drew 8 drops when I didn't have 8 mana? I mean, I would if those signets had stuck around, right? That was brutal. The opener looks reasonable. At least this Ballista isn't in the deck to be hit with Cascade, I'm just going to play it for 2 next turn. Sure. I don't think I have a Surveil in for this Bloodstained Mire. Mutoid Man. I don't know if it's a cover. They have a couple, but kind of looks like we're just gonna ping them for 3 here. Sure. I want to hold on to my Mire until I play Tracker next turn. Love that sloppy base. The sloppy slappy, yeah. I think I might have fucked up. Can't get the hinge down. I know I'm stupid. Of course it works. Hey, 10x42, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 83 months. Hey, sorry to hear that, Bogart. Hope you feel better soon. Oh, ship it up. MTG Fetch, thanks for 73 months. Hexproof. I think I can force them to chump, though, right? I'll have to choose a great hinge to keep. This one. It's still valid to keep. I guess an untapped one. Whatever. All right, we got some stuff. Now what? I can just deactivate this so I stop worrying about it. Kilby wins. Not bad, eh? Not bad, eh? This is silly. It's pretty silly. Yeah, if you have a doubling season in play or a boring clicks, a lot of planeswalkers will get to ult the second you play them. So Oko the ringleader, normally pretty dog shit. But if you get to just like fucking ult it immediately, quite an exciting card. Quite an exciting. Now you have triple doubling season. Okay. Okay, that's a reasonable thing, right? And we also have that Nicol Bolas on the top end. That would not be a bad one to ult to pop off with. I don't think I play a Signet next turn. I think I play this Jacob. I don't think the Signet ramps into anything in the near future. Yeah, we can just double Signet next turn. And meanwhile, getting Jacob down is gonna give me some nice filtering, right? Maybe turn this Henge into something that I can play a little earlier. I once did a land destruction stip with this cube. And Darby, one of the cube creators, thought it was hilarious that I managed to get a land destruction deck together in a cube where, like, the cheapest land destruction spell costs, like, 6 mana or something. But I was just, like, copying it over and over and rebuying it and stuff. Bummer that I'm losing that land drop there, Casualty damage. A small price to pay for dealing with the niggable loss. Alright, land. Nice. Not quite 8 mana next turn, but maybe enough to get me hinging. Assuming they don't have an answer. Probably a pretty big assumption. 5 mana. Pyromancer's Goggles. Oh, that's terrifying. That is a scary card. Untapped land lets me leveler it. That's not what that is. Eight, 9. So I play this for 5 mana straight up. I can't activate Cottage. So I might as well crack a clue first. Pyromancer's Goggles doubling spells is a real easy way to win the game. Just stupid easy. You can literally 20 somebody by copying a Fight with Fire or something. Mana-wise, the opponent's not quite there, but I mean, just imagine copying a Kolaghan's Command on this board, right? Like, you could do some serious stuff. You like Palantir a lot in this cube? Yeah, I don't know. Your average reveal is still, like, not that much bigger than if you were playing, like, Emrakul or Reanimator in Vintage Cube. I like Palantir a lot with Workshops. And that's obviously not in this cube. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Creator, thanks for the resub. Thanks for the 45 months. Get that Goggles off the fucking board. Terrifying card, I win the match. And to the finals we go. Not bad, not bad. Cruising along. This game could use a second, an actual come to play on tap land for turn 2. But other than that, it's pretty good. A little reliant on Savala to make black for binding, I suppose. I don't think binding can find a second black. Untapped land. Come on. Oh, no. Well, next turn we can Signet into Signet. They'll be fine. Right, Irish guy? It's a very different style of cube for sure. One of the cool things about cube is that you can, you know, figure out what kind of play experience you want, that you desire, and shape a cube to do that, to let that play environment exist. Oh, they cycle Triumph, sure. Leading on binding as opposed to Noxious Gearhulk, because they might play a better creature and the binding gets to ramp now. Well, that's cute, huh? Uro and Savala. I did something like that, Jackal Demon, and didn't actually love the way that it made games play out. Basically, some decks just like filled up unplayables way too fast. Oh, this fucking doesn't work. God damn it. I can't Gear Hulk here because I need both of these black sources, and now I can't activate my signets. I think I could have activated... No, that doesn't work either, because then the Kinnon's not down first. I just needed to play the Gear Hulk. I guess I could play Bonnie Pal this turn instead of Gear Hulk. That's probably pretty good. I can out-level her. I only have 6 mana. Never mind, yeah. Still chasing that white whale, Warren. The test drafts have convinced you to keep going? Nice. That's exciting. Yeah, not answering Salvalo is actually, like, huge, right? Like, getting into Bonnie Pal seems like a good turn, but now we're letting them, like, double turn, basically, with the Salvalo activation. Oh, mana short of going Gear Hulk plus Helana. That's irritating. I guess I can just level her. Or maybe I'm supposed to be getting my own Savala down. You're glad they changed the Summoning Stick animation? I think you might be alone, Golans. Or, no, I heard one other person say that. You're not entirely alone, but it is a very underpopulated island upon which you find yourself. So, for the survival of people that like this Summoning Stick image, y'all are going to need to get busy. Villainous Wealth for 12. Yeah, okay. Well, what are they getting? That's pretty good. Is that a fucking Casualties of War? I think, like, all of this might be more beatable than that Casualties of War. That's what I think. Kind of wish I had my own Villainous Wealth, huh, in this spot. Could essentially just deck the opponent. That's one of the issues with that card, is, like, sometimes you just win by decking, and it's like, well, that's not fun. Oh, they're taking a turn? Alright, it's good enough. This isn't it spells, right? Permanent. Make someone draw 5, huh? I'm just gonna submit. Yeah, I mean, we still had some live draws, even after the Casualties of War and stuff. Like, you could hit a Maelstrom Wanderer and just, like, hit some really good stuff. Who knows? But with them taking an extra turn, I was pretty happy to pack it in. Pack it up, pack it in, let them begin. Untapped land on turn 2? No. Okay. Fair enough. So currently we're one blue source of this short of this Genesis Ultimatum. We have the double green, we have the double red. And now we're once again letting them untap with Savala, which is dangerous, as we found out earlier. Yeah, I wonder if I hadn't fucking, like, fucked up that one turn and just killed Savala, if the last game would have gone differently. Here I don't have even have the option, right? Sure. Well, I need 2 more lands anyway in there. I was gonna play one of these cards for free. I mean, it might have to be Nicol Bolas and just steal the dragon, so don't get fucking murked here. Opponent's basically got infinite mana though. I'm between the Savala and the Dragon Lord. I'm just over here doing fuck ass nothing. Just a whole lot of nothing. Am I just dead? Dang. Opponent putting on a clinic for what Savala can do, Yeah, that first game, there were a couple of different things I could have done. I could have got my own Savala done at one point. I could have killed theirs, and I didn't do either of those. One of those was due to, like, miscalculating my turn, but there might have been some other way I could have played that game differently, better. Game 2, there wasn't really much I could do. I could just fucking get browned, I guess. Sometimes that happens, right? Sometimes that's magic. All right, I'm going to take a quick break here, refill my water, go to the bathroom, do some back stretches. I'm going to come back. I'm going to fire up another draft for y'all. Hang